আজকের এই সমাপনী অনুষ্ঠানের সম্মানীয় সভাপতি, বিশেষ অতিথিবৃন্দ, আমন্ত্রিত অতিথিবৃন্দ, সবাইকে আমার শুভেচ্ছা। একটু আগে আমার পূর্ববর্তী বক্তা যেমনটি বলছিলেন, এটি স্বাধীনতার মাস। এই মাসেই আমরা প্রাণ বাজি রেখে মুক্তিযুদ্ধ শুরু করেছিলাম এবং লাখো লাখো প্রাণ আমরা এই মাসেই ঢেলেছি, রক্ত ঢেলেছি। সুতরাং সেই শহীদদের প্রতি শ্রদ্ধা জানাই জাতির পিতাকে এবং অন্যান্য নেতৃবৃন্দকে, যাদের নেতৃত্বে আমরা স্বাধীন হয়েছি। আমাদের স্বাধীনতা শুধুমাত্র রাজনৈতিক স্বাধীনতার জন্য আমরা সংগ্রাম করিনি। আমাদের মূল লক্ষ্য ছিল অর্থনৈতিক মুক্তি, এবং অর্থনৈতিক মুক্তি মানে সকলের মুক্তি নয়, মুষ্টিমেয় মানুষের মুক্তি নয়। এবং সেই জায়গায় আমার ধারণা যে ক্ষুদ্র মাঝারি যে উদ্যোগগুলো, তাদের সাফল্যের কারণে আজকের বাংলাদেশ মাথা উঁচু করে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে। সারা বিশ্বে অর্থনীতিতে যে লুই হাওয়া বইছে, তার মধ্যে একমাত্র বাংলাদেশ স্থিতিশীলতার প্রতীক হিসেবে মাথা উঁচু করে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে। এটা সম্ভব হয়েছে আমাদের সকল মানুষের অংশগ্রহণের জন্য, এবং আজকের মুক্তিযুদ্ধের এই মাসে সেই চেতনায় আমরা লাখে লাখে কোটিতে কোটিতে যেমন আমরা দাঁড়িয়েছিলাম সেদিন বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতার জন্য, এই অর্থনৈতিক মুক্তির জন্য আমরা একসঙ্গে কাজ করব, একসাথে আমরা উন্নয়ন করব, সেরকম প্রতিজ্ঞা নেবার আজকে দিন। সেই প্রতিজ্ঞা কথা বলেই আমি আমার মূল বক্তৃতায় ফিরে আসছি। Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends from print and electronic media, good evening to you all. I really do not want to stand between dinner and my speech, but anyway, I'll be speaking quite briefly on this ceremony, which is very, I would say, quite significant in the sense that Bangladesh is always, cited that many of our development programs we don't implement in time. People say that implementation is the real bottleneck. I also say, many a times, I also say that there are three problems with us, and we got to take three steps to really take the country forward. And the three steps are implementation, implementation, and implementation. So if that is so, I think today is a program we can celebrate that we have been able to implement this project at least 2 months ahead of the deadline. I thought that's a spectacular achievement, and it's as good as last night's, cricket achievement, So thank you very much. Thank you very much, my team, and also our partners, all of us. You deserve a big congratulations. As many people have already said, Japan has been our trusted friend since independence. Japan extended its helping hands in all of our important sectors: power, infrastructure, education, to name a few. In 2011, JICA came forward to support our private sector through the Financial Sector Project for Development of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises to develop a medium to long-term credit market for SMEs. Today and together, let me express my heartiest thanks to the people and the government of Japan for being a trusted friend and a partner. In recent years, we have actively leveraged our financial system for empowerment of initiatives in the fields of agriculture, MSME, women entrepreneurship, and green financing. And everywhere we got the cooperation of Japan and JICA. All the divisions of Ministry of Finance have been particularly supportive of not only this project, all the refinance projects and other developmental projects that we are implementing from Bangladesh Bank, and this has added real values and also employment in different sectors. You may be amused that why central bank is talking like this, but as you all know, we are a different central bank. We are a developmental central bank, and we work for public interest, and we work hand in hand with the government to really implement the dreams, as I was talking initially, the economic freedom that for which we shed our blood in this month, and we value that, and we work for all the people in Bangladesh. It's not only for just stabilizing the price or just to stabilizing the taka, although taka looks like yen of the earlier days, isn't it? For the last few years, taka has been standing like Himalayan. Nobody can just change it. It's like a rock at the moment. So that only tells that our economic base is very strong and fundamentals are very strong, and that gives you I hope one day, as the taka is like yen, one day Bangladesh will also become like Japan. That should be our really motto. These initiatives also boosted domestic demand and created opportunities for jobs and growth. The favorable business environment in turn is creating additional demand for SME credit. And now we are going through a very opportune moment of political stability. And here is the time that private credit should pick up and money should go to the businesses and the manufacturing sectors. And you'll be happy to know, last month, our private credit growth has been 14.8%, which is as good as our target, of the monetary policy. So the economy and the business is really picking up, and there I thought, the development partners should really come forward to really help Bangladesh to, move to the directions that our Prime Minister is setting. As you may know, Bangladesh Bank is working hard to support SME with support from our board, where most of the secretaries of the Ministry of Finance are in the board. This sector has experienced a tremendous growth in recent years. For its sustainability, we have taken several initiatives in upgrading institutions and easing both supply and demand constraints. A separate department named SME and Special Programs Department was opened in Bangladesh Bank in December 2009 to administer SME credit by banks and non-bank financial institutions. A target-based lending approach was instituted in 2010. This approach has been appraised by Alliance for Financial Inclusion and recognized as the international best practice for SME financing. The target disbursement in 2010 was 389 billion taka. By 2015, however, the disbursement by banks and non-bank financial institutions more than tripled to 1159 billion taka, with 725,000 recipients of SMEs, a large number of them new SMEs, and of them, a substantial portion of them were also women entrepreneurs. It signifies a strong growth in SME as evidenced by the recent economic census. You must have seen the economic census, more than double the economic units in Bangladesh, more than double over the last decade or so. That's something. And most of them, 80% of those economic units are indeed small. So that also tells you that our economy is, really becoming much more balanced, unlike many other countries, where the economy is much more lopsided. Money is going to the small, and also small is not only beautiful, small is becoming large. So that's the kind of system we are in now. We have also prioritized incremental credit to manufacturing and service sectors, which can create job-produced growth. During the last 5-6 years, disbursement to manufacturing and service sector has increased significantly. Many thanks to the FSPD SME project for this success. And also, our JICA friends have mentioned about a very human program. I remember immediately after the Rana Plaza, we are all actually baffled that what to do. And I remember the then ambassador rushed to me and came to my house, said, I want to do something for this wretched people, for this sector, and we should not let this sector really have this image. We must regain the image. I immediately said, do you have any ready money? They said, yes, I have in the FSPD money. Can I take care of 100 crore from there? I said, go ahead, just do that. And the government came forward and others came forward. Maybe it bureaucratic tangles took away some of our time, but we learned from it. And now we are improving our design and we are moving forward. And as JICA representatives said, that we have already completed one project and many others are in the pipeline, and we will be moving forward much faster, learning from our own mistakes. I'm happy to share the project has successfully been completed as planned. I'm thankful to JICA for supporting our SME sector. Many thanks to the participating banks and non-bank financial institutions that participated in this project by creating a medium to long-term credit market for SMEs. We are pleased that financing from this fund will continue on a revolving basis. Going forward, I welcome an even deeper and closer engagement with Japan. The project supported more than 500 SMEs under manufacturing and service sectors. I am pleased to share that with support from this fund, the employment in the beneficiary SMEs increased by 16%. And as you have seen in the video, in many of the cases, the turnout was more than 50% actually. So that's a very successful project. Congratulations, especially to the entrepreneurs who deserve the credit for taking the risk and creating jobs. I can assure you, Bangladesh Bank will be always with you. JICA will also fund 2 more projects for making our urban buildings, especially RMG factories, more resilient, and for promoting FDI from Japan through implementation of economic zones for Japanese entrepreneurs. I was, in fact, a couple of years back, I was in Japan, spent about 10 days on the invitation of Japanese government, and I have seen the depth of the friendship, the depth of feeling they have for Bangladesh, and also their business community. I spoke with the members of the chambers there, and also visited Central Bank, the Ministry of Finance, and the JETRO, JICA, everywhere. The depth of feeling for Bangladesh is immense, huge, and one cannot really express in words how much they feel for us, and they have been always with us. So, and I really want to take this opportunity to express my really deep gratitude to the Japanese people and the Japanese government for being with us. Bangladesh Bank will be one of the implementing agencies of these projects. I'm confident that these 2 projects will accelerate our economic development. As you already know, that Bangladesh Bank strongly supports entrepreneurship, especially in the SMEs. Let the recent success not make us complacent. In fact, it should make us more impatient. There is so much more to do. It's true for every sector and everywhere. We have so much to do in such a short period of time because we want to catch you up. That's our actually motto. I hope we can continue our close collaboration with JICA and the government of Japan with active support of the Ministry of Finance of our government. Presence of so many high officials from the Ministry of Finance and the Member Planning Commission only demonstrates that support which is indeed inbuilt into the system. I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to speak long. Being a professor, I can speak quite longer, but I really want to spare you for the moment. With these few words, I would like to conclude here. Once again, thanks to the government of Japan and JICA for your friendship and support. Thank you all the government officials and my colleagues in Bangladesh Bank for successfully completing this project and create an environment of confidence actually amongst the entrepreneurs, the banking sector and the non-banking financial institutions, that we can do it. You know, that's the more important. Tagore says it's not the lack of money which is your problem, it's the lack of confidence. That is the main problem. And I thought this project being implemented 2 months earlier only demonstrates that we have been able to inbuilt an air of confidence in the development scenario. Let this confidence continue in all other sectors, and let us all move together to a longer distance so that we can reach our destination of a economically stronger Bangladesh. Let us carry the partnership forward. Thank you all. আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you very much, sir, for your very thoughtful and inspiring speech as always.
At this stage of the event, I would request the chair of today's program, Mr. Nirmal Chandra Bhakto, to deliver his concluding remarks.
Honorable Governor of Bangladesh Bank, Dr. Atir Rahman, the chief guest of today's program, distinguished special guest, Mr. Mohammad Abdul Mannan, member, Socio-Economic Infrastructure Division, Planning Commission, Mr.